Okay, it should start here. I think, let me check our page. Fresh. Okay. Then. Yeah, we are go live now. No, yeah. I can see our page. Let me check how many people are in. Oh, we got 3 people now.
Why do you get to see how many people we have and I don't? I think this is unfair.
You can see there is a
Hello, Dale.
coin. Hello, Dale. Should I speak? Am I right?
Yes, you are
How's
right.
it going, Andrew? How's it going? It's
It
great.
is going very well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.
Then when we got 10 people, should we can start? If we got 10 people, then we can start, right?
All right.
Yeah. Then let us wait some people. Hey, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
I think I should say good evening, right? Good evening for you. Hello. Anyone didn't say hello? Oh,
Only
we
Dale so
got
far.
10. We got 10 people now.
Oh, we got 10 people now, huh?
3 a.m. Oh, I just stay awake all
Andrew
night.
is hardcore. Glad to have you, Andrew.
Yeah. And thank you. Just it's too late for you, but you are keep watch our live stream.
Yes, God, I am back.
Yeah, I invite Justin again. He's so nice, I think. So let me see. Welcome, Justin. It's nice to have a live stream with you again. I will appreciate your help.
I'm very happy to be here, Heidi. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you.
That's very great. I know someone may be shy, and he don't want to go the live, but you are very very good. Yeah.
The sad part is I'm very shy as well, but as long as I know what I'm talking about, it gets a lot easier.
That's very good. I say Justin had the goods. Okay, should we start our live stream? Oh, what's that?
Mountain Dew. It is soda.
I think I should prepare some snacks or food here. It's very nice. Hello, George. Am I right?
Yes, that is George.
I think I should learn how to speak their name correct. I see you are missing the SVO1 on your desk. Is that no? Let me say the SVO1 is in the office. The engineer are taking some taste. Are making some taste about the firmware. I just to put my Scott are still printing some fast shadows. Justin, you said you are also printing the fast shadows.
Yes, I have been printing some of the face shields for donation. I do not have quite the setup that Scott has there.
He has so many.
Well, when you have, what, 20 almost 30 printers going at a time. You can print, a couple hundred a day. So that's really awesome, you Scott. I got to hand it to you. Thank you for all of your help.
Yeah, I think they are very nice. When some people ask me if we can download some printer or filament, but the cost of printer really high for us as we are still small. Yeah, the filament are out of stock. But if you asking some coupon for the printer, you use the printer to help people, help the hospitals. I'm sure I can give you a coupon. Yeah. Um. Then, hey, could you share your face shadows?
Share my what?
Face shadows. Face shadows. Am I right? Share.
Uh, Not understanding what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Let me comment. Maybe my pronunciation is not good. This one.
Oh, the face shields.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I gotcha. I
Yeah.
have not actually put them together yet. I've been taking them straight out the printer with my gloves on, putting them in a Ziploc bag, and they're just in a safe spot. And I just got the clear parts of them today and my 3-hole punch. So this weekend I will be going through and putting it together and making the kits.
Oh,
And I'm
no,
going to
no
take
problem.
Scott's advice and wait till I have a couple hundred on hand before I start handing them out, before I get bombarded with people requesting them.
No problem. Um, show some of your printed versions. Yeah. Uh,
One,
then we can show people how to change the nozzles. I mean, sh- how to change the nozzles.
you'd like to,
Someone,
someone is
yeah,
asking about changing nozzles? Okay.
right, yeah. You can move your camera, then show people how to change the nozzles.
The one extruder that I have that is from SOVOL, it was the very first one I got, and it's got a little bit of gunk on it, but you will have to go through and take off of the here.
Yeah,
All right. We'll have to take off the fan shroud,
yeah.
take the screws out of the extruder here, and here, and here.
Uh,
Take out the metal fan shroud to get to the extruder there on the bottom. Now, to go through and take the nozzle out, you're going to have to preheat the hot end to around 200 degrees Celsius in order to loosen up any filament that might be in there and make it where it doesn't stick really bad. But once you go through and do that, it is best to have a 6 millimeter wrench and a adjustable wrench, which I had lost mine. Hold on one sec. Once you got it warmed up,
the hot end.
yes, ma'am, you'll just go through and unscrew the nozzle itself. Be careful, it'll be very hot. This one obviously is cold.
Yes.
And then go ahead and put on your new nozzle. Screw it back in. you want to hold the heat block
Yeah.
because you don't really want it twisting because you'll have your wires for the heater cartridge and the thermistor, and then just tighten it back up.
I think it's not difficult, right?
It's not too terribly difficult. It is uh, it's a maintenance thing. Nozzles are disposable. You'll go through them one after another. Uh, this was kind of last minute. I'm sorry.
Uh, just
I wish
may,
I had
may,
stuff printing on the printer, so I can't actually show you on there.
okay.
But
Just many people asked how to change the nozzles, but I didn't take that video before. So just want you to share there. I think it is not very difficult, but he should tighten the nozzle, right? Then if the nozzle is loose, not tight, the it will cause the linkage, the link. The mater then the material, the filament will be around the nozzles. it, it looks not good.
and Terry just brought up a good point. After you do get it pretty tight, you will want to put the heat, your temperature up to about, what is the max on the SOVOL? Is it 260 or 270?
What? There are so many people increasing the volume,
You
printing
usually
the
you want to set your temperature high just to give it that last little turn to make sure that you don't get anything leaking.
yeah. Okay, the next step is E-step calibration. How can you tell the 3D printer beginner what is the E-step calibration?
E-step calibration. Um, I feel like there is a misconception about E-step calibration. Um, the calibration actually should have a set number depending on what type of extruder you have. We run the Titan clones, which their number should be right at 415. Okay,
415. Okay.
that should be the amount of steps that it would take for that stepper motor to
Yeah.
turn that gear to produce the correct amount of filament. Now, I constantly see everybody saying, calibrate your E-steps, calibrate your E-steps. And what they're not really understanding is the E-steps really should be a set number. What you want to go through and calibrate is your flow. Flow calibration is actually the amount of material that comes out of the hot end. This is most easily done by finding a hollow cube with, well, for our stock nozzle, a 0.4 millimeter sides, and you'll run it in base mode. So it starts at the bottom and continues up like a corkscrew, and it never stops, it never retracts, it just continually goes up. Once you have your cube, you take your calipers and measure those sides. And if it's, if you have 0.45, 0.46, 0.5, you add them all up, divide them by 4, and then you times that by 100, and then you can change your multiplier, which, what does Kira have it as? One second, I'm sorry.
When they ask the E-step calibration, I will recommend he watch this live stream because I'm not very professional, then I can't explain that very clearly. And thank you, Justin.
No problem. But you change your multiplier rather than changing what the gears should be doing. The scientists and researchers that made the extruders themselves should know the correct amount of steps that it takes to go through and get that amount of filament. The only thing they can't control is the filament that has different sizes, inconsistent filament sizes. We've all had filaments that go from big to small in places, and that's where we get a lot of our, under extrusion, over extrusion. I mean, if you have a piece of filament that goes from 0.65 to 1.65 to 1.9, you're going to be under extruding and then over extruding. And instead of changing those E steps, we should be changing our flow multiplier.
In the firmware 2.0 is version, the new firmware, the E-step calibration is set to 415. It is the original value.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I said many times in the group. I say, no need to change the E-step calibration, but I think I'm not correct.
You are correct. There should be no need to change the E-step calibration. Their flow calibration is what needs to be changed.
That's good. As I said it many times, I'm afraid some people actually, if they need to change the E-step calibration, but I said no need to. It may be not good. So they can understand what is the E-step calibration now. Do you need to, if they want to change, how can they do?
I'm unsure of what you asked. If they want to change what?
If they want to change the E-step calibration, how to?
How to change E-steps?
Yeah.
Or how to change flow?
How to change E-step and the flow. Do you need to change that in Cura?
E-steps is taken care of by firmware.
Oh,
your flow would be taken care of in your slicer like Cura or Simplified 3D.
Okay. Totally agree. Flow is what you are after.
For
Terry,
Simplified 3D,
there is a pretty good summary here. Is it about E-step calibration, Terry? Hey Terry, is that the link is it for E-step calibration? If so, you can share that link in the group later. Many 3D printer beginner they have some questions about the E-step calibration, so I'm asking here. Gary, what are you saying SVO2? I know many people may be interested in that, but as it's not available now, so I can't say more details about that now. Never change the E-step on my server. Yeah, no need to change that. I can see now. Justin, to your point.
Yes, Terry, you are very correct. Yes. Okay. If it has two walls and you're set to 0.4 millimeter thickness, yes, it should be 0.8.
Yeah.
But if you run that same G code with the spiral vase mode, it should be just 0.4.
Okay.
And Scott, you had a lot to say there about the masks and everything. I'm sorry, I just now got to reading them. I was trying to explain a few things. I'm sorry, but 10,000 is what they're asking for. That is absolutely astronomical. I had 4 printers going today, and at that time, I was only producing 4, 8, 14 every 4 hours. So, yeah, you must have a lot more time than I got.
Then we can show people how to install the build touch.
All right, guys. There's been a lot of questions about the BL Touch recently within
Yeah.
the past several months, and I had an extra board and an extra BL Touch, so I just kind of wanted to show you right here with it that
Wait a
okay.
second. Could you help me share the live stream in the group? I don't know if I share that in the group. And then if they are 3D printer beginner, they can see that they can watch this live stream. Especially this live stream will be very useful for them.
Can you guys see that at all?
A little blur. Can you make it focus on the board?
Mm,
Yeah, it's clear now.
all right.
That's good.
Well, when I got my BL Touch here, I did have to go through and switch out the brown wire and the red wire
Yeah.
because we want our servo wire, the yellow, on this side,
Yeah.
the ground, and the positive. And then here we have the negative and the positive, or the signal for our end stop. Okay, it went completely quiet. Is Heidi still here? Now these are put right here in the second row. So there's 4 rows here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I put it right here in the second row. And always check your guys' wiring. You never want to go through and plug something in that you don't know whether the ground and positive, and in this case, servo, is in the correct spot. It can cause very bad things. I will admit a fault here. The first time I hooked up my BL Touch to my SOVOL, I accidentally plugged the end stop wire into my thermistor 2 right there, which made it always on. And luckily, I didn't put it in a bad enough spot where it, destroyed my board or my BL Touch. But still, it did take me a little bit of time to figure out what I did. It was just a silly mistake because here and here is very close together, but they are way different connections. So to go through and switch the wires, I don't know if you know this, but these are JST connectors. And on the back side of these are tiny, come on, focus. There are tiny little flaps you can kind of push up a little bit with a small flathead screwdriver, and then this wire can pull straight out the bottom. Another flap right there for that one, and then just pull them out, switch them around to the correct orientation, and then push the little flap back down so it locks in place. That way you can change them without having to cut wires and resolder on new connectors or anything silly like that. So that takes care of the wiring of the BL Touch. I don't know about you guys, but when I watched the other video, I had problems figuring out exactly where everything was actually plugged in. Being that there's 4 sets of 3 sitting right there, it took me a few different times of watching the same video and actually pausing it and kind of zooming in so that I could figure out exactly which set they had put it on.
When your BL Touch is so BL Touch, when some people they order the Creality BL Touch, they may need to swap the white wire and the black wire. If they don't swap the white wire and the black wire, they may got problem. The BL Touch wire doesn't working right.
That would be correct as well. The DuPont connectors don't actually have a set way that they go into the receiver there. So you can flip those without having to actually take them out of the connector itself. You do have to change them. I had to change them on the 2 BL Touches that I have sitting around. So I'm guessing most of them come that way.
Yeah. Your BL Touch is a SOVOL BL Touch, so it's no need to swap any wires. The wires is good, but just they install the BL Touch, just need to check their wires at first. It's very important. Hey James, are you just go watch the live stream now?
Hello, James.
The layout. What's the layout?
He's asking basically if the pinout for the original Creality 2.2 board and the Silent 2.2 board are the same, and in fact they are. The only differences I could find between the original 2.2 and the Silent 2.2 is, of course, the 2208 drivers, and the original board actually has an extra driver so that you could, if you wanted, you could have even added another extruder or control another stepper motor with the original board. The Silent board does not come with that extra driver that we don't use.
Okay, so they can know what the board in the printer is a stock board or silent board. But our silent board is the back is black now, so I think it's very easy to know if it is the silent board.
I don't know if your question was for me. I'm sorry.
Which question? No other questions now. So then, so do you have any question about the BL Touch? If no question about the BL Touch, we will go to the next part. Okay.
What is everybody printing?
So seems no questions about the BL Touch. We can go to the next part about the replacement board. Oh, what are you printing now?